Yo, 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 what is up, people? It's your boy Rizzy, the biggest G Love. Oh, it's a windy day. I hope that doesn't mess with the audio. But today, let's talk about something that is taking me time to realize, right? So, for the past 6 months, I've been on a healing journey. Let's say 7 months, right? Trying to get on better patterns of thinking. I wanted to feel lighter in the morning because my thoughts were getting heavy on me. I can't lie. Um, so I started new practices and I started changing the way I do things, change my routine, change all that, right? And one thing I can learn, or one thing I learned from that, rather, is that success isn't linear. I'm gonna explain what I mean by that in a second. So healing is not always linear. It's not that you start a new routine and then suddenly you wake up and, you know, you suddenly don't overthink, you suddenly don't have anxiety, you suddenly don't have depression, you suddenly have these better ways of it's not instant like that. It's slow and it's very gradual, and a lot of the times it feels like nothing is happening. Picture a baby growing, right? You never really notice a baby is growing till he's much bigger than the first time. You just notice, like, dang, like this baby is grown. The same thing with healing. The thoughts don't just disappear. You don't just get instantly better. It's slow. It could be a couple years down the line, it could be a couple months down the line. You just realize, I don't stay in a bad mood for that long anymore. The bouts of depression aren't that grueling. They are not that long anymore. The thoughts, I have better control of my thoughts. I watch how I speak to myself. I speak to myself in a better way now. I'm more self-controlled. I'm much calmer in tense situations whereby I would have flipped. That's how it is. You don't notice. It doesn't happen immediately. The change does not come all at once. It's very slow and it's very gradual. But you have to have the patience and the faith to believe that it's working. When people say journal, when they say meditate, I'll tell you something. I used to think that all that was a bunch of baloney. Like, I used to think, what's meditation gonna do? When I used to watch the videos of those monks and stuff, I used to think, these guys are insane. Like, what are they doing? Until you start doing it. And then 4 months down the line, something may happen where you would have typically gotten angry. You're calm, Every thought that enters your mind, you become more aware. You're like, nah, this is not a good thought. I'm not gonna dwell on this. It just becomes easier to start shifting. And it feels like, wow, why didn't I have this control of myself like earlier? No, because you didn't have the better habits. Same thing as cutting out alcohol. The first month, you're gonna feel like, man, my life is boring. But after a while, you start to reap the benefits. You operate at a high level all the time. Same thing when you cut out instant gratification. I used to have an issue with dating apps. Like, I used to get a lot of attention on dating apps. So it became basically my only way I believed made sense to meet people. But I didn't like the quality of people I was meeting there. So I let go of dating apps. And I thought, damn, life would be boring now. But even though it was boring, and sometimes it still is, sometimes, right, the validation is nice, right? But when I look at the way I operate now, I don't need for any validation. I don't need for all that. All that stuff, I view it as trash dopamine. You know what I'm saying? So take your healing process slow. Take it slow. Take it steady. It is working. Like, all these things that you see online, journaling, meditating, praying, getting more sleep, staying away from alcohol. Bro, they do help. But at first, it's not going to feel like it's helping. At first, it's not going to feel like it's working. But those are lies, again, that your mind is trying to tell you. Because your mind is used to the comfort. It's your boy Rizzy, man, the biggest G. Love.